Okay. It's October 22nd. It's about noon. Which, if you look at the shadow, this doesn't look like a noon shadow, does it? So anyway, if you look behind me, you can see the mountains that I'm going to. I think that little thing right there is where I'm going to. Is the peak on the other side of the Mahoosuc Notch. I'm on the Mahoosuc Arm right now, and it's the Mahoosuc Range. To be honest, it might be somewhere further along, but it's supposed to be one of the steepest miles on the trail. On the arm, it's you're going down 1,500 feet in a mile, which really steep is 1,000 feet. Comfortable is about 500 feet in a mile. So, and it's going down, and it's supposed to be slippery. Steep and slippery, not one of my favorite things. And going down steep and slippery is actually harder or more hazardous than going up steep and slippery. So this is going to be a little bit dangerous. I'm less than pleased with the threat level, and I'm going to do this, and then another 8 miles or so to the New Hampshire line, and then I'm going to end up in Gorham. So after another, I guess I'm 20 miles from Gorham, 25 miles from Gorham, or from the road that I can hitch to Gorham. And then the Mahoosuc Notch is listed as the most dangerous and or fun mile on the AT. It's a boulder scramble with big boulders. Apparently there's at least 3 places in there where you have to squeeze underneath boulders that are leaning on each other. A lot of times, so essentially going in under caves type of thing. I'm going to try to be doing it during the warm part of the day or before the cold part of the day. So it's noon. I'm going to go down this mile. I'm going to cross that mile, and then I'm going to go up on the other side. Depending on how far I get or how long it takes me to do that, as to whether or not I'll stay at that shelter or move on to the camp or move on to the next shelter. And I may just go to that shelter just because it's close. And quite honestly, after that, there's not a whole lot of really severe stuff. So everything drops off pretty much as I approach Gorham. The last 10 or 15 miles is 10 miles or so is below 3,000 feet. And it's up and down. It's a little bit up and down, or a lot of up and down, but it's not flat, it's not smooth, but it's not extensive ups and extensive downs. So kind of like the approach into Damascus. The last couple of days into Damascus was pretty steady. So, and I'm actually, today's hike hadn't been so good, but we're gonna see. I talked to someone yesterday, or day before yesterday, and it seems as though the people that live in this area, don't understand that other parts of the country don't have roots, rocks, and bogs all throughout their trail. So perhaps it's just ignorance instead of carelessness on where they place their trail, and maybe they can't find a place that doesn't have roots, rocks, and bogs. So, but I would think that putting in switchbacks and putting in an occasional instead of trying to do putting in occasional shovel of dirt from another part of the shovel of dirt on the trail, so you're not doing ankle breaking roots and rocks. And for heaven's sakes, you know, put some I guess planters, things that are, rocks and whatever in more of the bogs. So anyway, like I said, it's kind of a nervous area. I've got 2 hardcore places to go through, and we'll see where we're at. Well, I know where we'll be located today. We're going to see how far we go today. Okay.